dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10 in your school. We have studied chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variables, and chapter number 4, quadratic equations. Here in this video, we will start our new chapter, chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Before starting this chapter, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. So let us come on the chapter number 5, arithmetic progression. Now before starting this chapter, we need to understand some concepts, which is need to understand that what is the mean of arithmetic progression. So let us come on the first concept of arithmetic progression is sequence. Now here, what is the meaning of sequence? As you have studied many patterns in your previous classes, that when we arrange the numbers in some pattern according to some rule, then such arrangement of numbers according to some rule is called as a sequence. Here definition is given in front of you. It is an arrangement of numbers in an order according to some rule, then such arrangement of numbers in some pattern according to some rule is called as sequence. For example, here a sequence is written 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. What is the mean? It is a sequence? Yes, it is a sequence. But how? See, here in the first term it is 2. In second term it is 4. In third term it is 6 and so on. 8, 10, 12 and up to so on. So here which rule is following? We can see that if we add plus 2 in the first number, we will get our second term. If we add plus 2 in 4, we get our third term. If we add plus 2, we get our fourth term and so on. So it means that that sequence is following some rules. That's why it is a sequence. So it is an arrangement of numbers according to some rules in definite order. Let us come on in another example. Here another sequence is given here. It is written. We can see that 1, 8, 27, 64, 125 and so on. What is it? So we can see that 1 is a cube. Here 8 is a cube of 2. Here 27 is a cube of 3. Here 64 is a cube of 4. Here 125 is a cube of 5 and so on. So it is also a cube of natural numbers. It is means that it is also a sequence. So here we have many types of arrangement of numbers and we have many types of patterns which follows some rules, and such following such arrangement of numbers according to some rules is called as a sequence. So here generally sequence as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 up to so on. Here A1 is the first term, here A2 is the second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term and up to so on. Here we have two types of sequence. One is the finite sequence and second is the infinite sequence. For example, if we write 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 100, it is last at 100. So that's why it is called as a finite sequence. When our sequences start like that 2, 6, 4, 6, 8, 10 and up to so on, there is no ending. It means it is going continue. So it means it is a infinite sequence. As we have studied that what is sequence, again I am repeating that a sequence is an arrangement of numbers in definite order with some rule. Here there is another term which is called as progressions. Progressions are sequences which follow a definite pattern. Progressions are sequences which follow a definite pattern. It means the sequence which we have read, it is also called as progressions. Here some sequences are given 2, 4, 6, 8. We know that each term which is coming after 2, after 4, they are following some pattern, because in this, here 4 is coming by adding 2, here 6 is coming by adding 2 in the previous term, 4, here 8 is coming by adding 2, here 1, it is a cube of 1, it is a cube of 2, it is a cube of 3, it is a cube of 4, and so on. So it means these are following some patterns, so that's why these sequences are called as progressions. So above, all sequences are progressions. Okay, so at that time which we are talking about the sequence, at that time we will talk about progressions. Now let us come on that the types of progressions. We have 3 types of progressions. Here first is arithmetic progression, second is geometric progressions, and third is harmonic progressions. In your class, in your level, here we will study about only arithmetic progressions. You will study about geometric progressions and harmonic progressions in your upper classes in front of you, which we have studied. That what is sequence? After sequence we have studied progressions, and we have studied that what are the types of progressions. In our class we will study about arithmetic progressions. So let us come on the definition of arithmetic progression. I have given a simple definition for the better understanding of the arithmetic progression. A sequence which is written in the form of a A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and up to A plus n minus 1 into D is called an arithmetic progressions. Again I am repeating, a sequence which is written in the form of A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, and up to A plus n minus 1 into D, then such sequence is called an arithmetic progression. Here that term A is called as the first term and it is denoted by A1. Here A plus D, it is called the second term of the arithmetic progression, and it is denoted as A2. Similarly, A plus 2D, it is called the third term. A plus 3D, it is called as the fourth term. And similarly, at the end, we come at the nth term of the arithmetic progression, which is a sequence also. So here A plus n minus 1 into D is called as the nth term of an AP, which is called as nth term of AP, and it is denoted by AN. So let us come again on the concept of the arithmetic progression. As we know that an AP is written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on, A plus n minus 1 into D, which is the nth term. Here A is the first term, A plus D is the second term, A plus 2D is the third term, A plus 3D is the fourth term, and A plus n minus 1 D is the nth term. Now here our question is that what is D? Here D is called as a common difference. Here this D which is coming in every term, it is called as a common difference. We get common difference by subtracting previous term of sequence from the successive term. It means this is our first term, this is our second term. So here we can see that these are the terms. Now the successive term of first term is second term. So if we subtract this first term from the second term, so we get the common difference. For example, here if we denote in arithmetic progression that A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus n minus 1 into D as A1, A2, A3 up to so on, I have written here. So we get this common difference by subtracting the previous term from the successive term. As A2 is the successive of A1, A3 is the successive of A2 and An is the successive of A and minus 1 term. So it means that if we subtract this term, first term from the second term, so we get the common difference. Similarly, if we subtract the second term from the third term, we get our common difference. Similarly, if we subtract the A and minus 1 term from the nth term, so we get the common difference. There is some little bit confusion. There will be no confusion. I have written here that how to get the common difference. D1 is equal to, here we know that our AP is simply write as A1, A2 and up to AN. So if we subtract A2 minus A1, D2 we find that A3 minus A2, T3 as A4 minus A2. Here it means we are subtracting the previous term from the successive term. If this whole common difference is same in the AP, so we say that the given sequence is an AP. If the common difference is same in a given sequence, so we say that the given sequence is an AP, which is the criteria for a sequence to be in AP. So as we have studied that what is sequence, what is progression, what are the types of progression, and what is arithmetic progression, and we have studied one real life example, how can we apply the arithmetic progression in our real life also. So here let us come on the some questions for the better understanding of that concept. So let us come on the exercise 5.1. Question 2. Write 4 terms of an AP when first term is A and common difference D are given below. In this question, first term is given and common difference is given. We have to write the 4 terms. We know that AP is written in the form of A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D up to A plus n minus 1 into D, which is the nth term. Here A is the first term, A plus D is the second term, which is denoted as A2. Here A plus 2D, which is the third term, it is denoted as A3, and here the nth term, A plus n minus 1 into D, is the nth term, which is denoted as An. So here for finding it, first of all let us come. First term, which we denote as A1 in an AP, equal to A, so our first term is 10, which is given. Now let us come on the second term. We denote our second term of an AP as A2 equal to A plus D, which is right as. So we put the value of A and D in that, we get on solving our second term is 20. Similarly, our third term of an AP is denoted as A3, which is equal to A plus 2D. Because we know that our AP is written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and up to A plus n minus 1 into D, which is the nth term of an AP. So our third term is given by A plus 2D. On putting all the values, we get 30. And similarly, our fourth term, which is A4, and we write as A plus 3D. And on putting that value, we get the value of 40. So it is the solution of that question when your first term and common difference is given. So how to write the next 4 term, 3 term, 5 term according to the question. So remember these terms, you can get your answer. Now let us come on another question number 3. For the following APs, write the first term and common difference. In the previous question, first term and common difference is given. In that question here, we have to find the first term and the common difference. So here AP is given. So 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. It is the sequence, it is in AP. So what is the first term? We know that this is the first term, which we denote as A1, which is equal to A3, and we know that the common difference by subtracting the previous term from the successive each term. So here 1 is the successive term of the previous term of 3. So on subtracting 3 from 1, we get minus 2, which is the common difference. Similarly, you can find and check that given sequence is in AP or not. As we have studied that what is common difference, we know that we can find common difference by subtracting the previous terms from the successive terms. So we can get our common difference. If the common difference in the sequence is same, so we say that that sequence is in AP. That sequence will be in AP. So for us, sequence will be in AP, common difference should be same. For example, here one sequence is given. Check given sequence is in AP or not. 2, 4, 6, 8, it's a sequence. As we know that what is sequence, what is progressions, we have studied. So here first term is 2, second term is 4, third term is 6, fourth term is 8 and so on. Now as we know that we denote our first term as A1, second term as A2, A3, A4 and so on. In a sequence we write in this manner A1, A2, A3, A4 and up to so on, En and up to so on. So here if we subtract the previous term from the successive term, and in that case if it comes same, so we say that sequence is in AP. So here if we subtract the 2 from 4, similarly 4 from 6, 6 from 8, here I am writing it the first common difference is A2 minus A1. Here A2 is the successive term of A1. So if we subtract the A1 from the A2, so we get 2, 4 minus 2. And similarly in D2 we can see it is 2 and D3 it is 2. So we see that a common difference is coming same. So we see that here we can see the common difference is same in sequence which is 2. That's why that sequence is an AP. So it's a criteria for a sequence to be an AP, common difference should be same. Now let us come after study that what is arithmetic progression. So we need to know that there is an example for real life. Yes, AP is also applicable in our real life. How? Suppose that every week you save 10 rupees. After 15 weeks, how much money you will have? Every week you save 10 rupees from your pocket. After 15 months, how much money will you have? It is an AP or not? So let us come. First of all, in first week you save rupees 10. In second week you save rupees another 10. It means in first week you have 10 rupees. Second week you save 10 rupees. It means that 10 rupees is added with the first week 10 rupees. Means how much money you have? In second week 20 rupees, because so every week we are adding 10 rupees. Every week we are adding 10 rupees. So in third week you have 30 rupees. In fourth week you have 40 rupees, because every week you are saving 10 rupees. In first week you are saving 10 rupees. Second week you are saving another 10 rupees. Means first week plus second week 10 rupees means you have 20 rupees. So every time 10 is adding. So we get a sequence up to the 15th week. So that sequence is in AP or not? How can we find? If you subtract the 10 from the 20, so you get 10, 30, 20 from 30. Every time you get the common difference 10. It means that sequence is in AP. So this is a real life example with us that if we save money in some pattern, so we get an AP. About what is arithmetic progressions, and on the basis of it we have done 1 or 2 questions for exercise 5.1. Here please do homework. Exercise 5.1 question number 2 and question number 3 remaining parts for the better understanding of the concept. And for coming exam, please do practice of chapter number 1 and chapter number 2 for the better understanding and for getting good marks. Please take care of yourself and of your family.